Hey guys, if you missed my last video, I'm Jen Meaner from Fin Friends and Scentsy Growth and Value. And I have my friends Elvis and Holly Hippo with me. If you didn't watch my last video on day 11, you need to go back and watch it. It's super short and there's a task there for you. It is 4 questions, super quick. And this lesson is building on top of that. So setting yourself apart and branding go hand in hand. Personal branding, not Scentsy branding, like how it's important to wear our name out in public. That is very, very important. I have proof today. I went to our local hospital to get some blood drawn. And while they were trying to figure out where my orders were and what I was getting done, I was talking to the ladies and we were having a totally unrelated discussion. She complimented me on something and I was answering her question. And she said, "Oh, I see you're with Scentsy." And I said, "Yes, I am. Do you have a consultant? Do you use Scentsy?" And started the conversation, which ended with me giving her my information. So it really does pay off, and it's seriously that simple. Now, back to setting yourself apart with personal branding. I did ask you those questions about what you think about when you hear the word Scentsy. What are the first things that pop into your head? Don't overthink it. Write those down on a piece of paper. Next, and again, this is your homework from day 11. So if you already did it, great. Pull that paper out or go look up your answers quick. So why we're talking about this is because there are so many Scentsy consultants. And again, that doesn't matter. However, you've got to make people feel special, feel loved, feel important, feel appreciated. And something that makes that easier and more fun for your business is how you set yourself apart. Part of how you set yourself apart is how you treat people and take care of them for being your customers. And part of it is setting yourself apart with personal branding. Personal branding is a passion of mine. I help a lot of people with it. I've spoken about it at leadership retreat. But it is something that, everyone has a different opinion about. But personally, with my people, I get them set up with a personal branding right away out of the gate. Because it helps even down to posting in your VIP group. Okay, so when you pick a personal brand, you're going to use that across the board. You're going to use it if you do vendor events on your signs. You're going to use it for your email address. You're going to use it for your Scentsy website. You're certainly going to use it for your VIP group. Okay, just across the board. That is going to be what you call yourself. Okay? So this is going to be the name of your VIP group. It's going to be your website, so that tag before the Scentsy.us. And you want them to be the same because whatever thing you pick, when people think of that, you want them to think of you. Okay? So it's pretty simple. People try to make it super duper complicated and it's not. So that's why I asked you the next question, which seems super random. That's why I asked you what you like outside of Scentsy or something that you might be willing to collect. Like it enough to collect. Okay, so, and then the next part of that, when I'm working one-on-one with people and I'm asking them, I normally do 3 questions. It's those 2 questions plus, okay, we're going to brainstorm now. We're going to put those 2 together. Things to remember. Your brand does not need to say, well, it's actually not allowed to say Scentsy because that's already its own brand, right? But it does not need to say anything about scent or fragrance. It can, but it doesn't have to, okay? So, I'll give you some examples. My husband and I, our brand is Mermazingly You. So it's like a combo between mermaid and amazing. But then we also focus a lot on how everyone's uniqueness is beautiful. And, you shouldn't try to be like anyone else. So, that's where our brand came from. But we obviously use mermaids, but we also use all things beach. My upline loves pigs and she collects pigs. So her brand is the scent sty. Like how pigs hang out in a sty. A gal that I did another direct sales company with, who really taught me a lot about branding. She loves flamingos. I actually have several friends from, that I know from that company who love flamingos. So one of them does the Fab Flamingo. One, I can't even think of her jewelry name now, but it's something having to do with flamingos. I have a downline, a frontline actually, who, their mom had passed away and she loved all birds, including flamingos. So, and their last name, I'm not going to tell you their last name, but it has, kind of a little ring to it that kind of sounded like it went with flock. So we added that to the end of their last name and that name. Again, you can't use any of these because they're our personal brands, but these are just to give you some ideas of things that you can do. Now, normally when I'm talking to teams, I do this as a live so that you can tell me your things and we can brainstorm back and forth. But the nature of this class didn't really lend itself to that. But I did have you post your answers and I didn't see, I may have seen like one person's answer. So be sure to answer those questions. Come back, even if you comment on this, or even personal message me, or just start a post in the group and we can start a feed of everyone's answers and we can kind of all brainstorm together and help you come up with something that works. Okay. All right, guys. I hope this was, something new for you and really gets your brain to start rolling and working on that. And you don't have to pick, like make a snap decision about it, because you want this to stay with you for the entirety of your business. Okay. So really think about it, and you don't have to come up with it yourself. Like, let's brainstorm. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.